Johannesburg MMC for Public Safety, Dr. Mgcini Tshwaku, was in fact conducting that raid a little earlier on, and he was there as part of this arrest. A very good evening to you, and thank you so much for your time, MMC. Let's speak about this particular individual that has now been arrested. A statement by yourselves actually paints a picture of someone who would have had a gun with them, and this is a man that would have known to be a landlord.
Look, good evening to yourself, Bongi, and viewers at home. The suspect that has been arrested, if you remember, was a person of interest through the investigation by the undercover unit of JMPD. The person has been identified as Lawrence. Apparently, this individual, he claims that he got this house via an auction, and then he just paid a down payment, 10% of the value, but he has not finished paying it, all of it, the house, and the house still belongs to the owner, which is Danisa Agliotti, and the husband is the one that, you know, because they were going through a divorce, him and her and the husband. So basically, the house still belongs to those individuals, and he just took an advantage that he just put in a down payment and all those things. But when we get and look at the records, there was none. So this is not the only house that is collecting rent. There's another house down the road that we have also raided. So the undercover unit has been checking out what is happening at the Bryanston, because lots of tip-offs have been coming up. And also, Dr. Brink, he is correct to saying that there's 17 or more houses that are there, because people are starting to talk what is happening. So we don't know if this individual, we didn't see we know that now he's collecting on 2 houses. There's another additional house where other people are collecting. There's a Chinese woman that is also collecting in another particular house at the Bryanston, but we are investigating her as well. So
he speaks about an auction, as you say. Does he say who was conducting this auction?
No, we're still going to investigate that, because the matter now is under investigation, so I cannot say much. And the people that this house actually they were in charge of it is ABSA. So if ABSA is listening, they are being quiet. We've sent, there's a lady, president of the Chamber of Commerce, that contacted me, and she did narrate the story of this house. And apparently, because of non-payment of the bond and all of that, ABSA took that house and sent it to the auction. We've tried to contact the lawyers of ABSA, and they are quiet. And that woman, the president, I forgot her name, she was very instrumental to really assist with that. So if ABSA is listening, they mustn't keep quiet, because they are part of the problem. Because now they've got some of these houses, they've been sent into auction. So the lawyers of ABSA and the curators, whatever you can call them, this house is hanging in the air. So people like Lawrence took that advantage and hijacked it. Where it gone wrong is that when he had to come in there and put in, like, you know, when the houses, a lot of them, and overcrowding the space, creating a situation where it's very hazardous, people can actually die. So he's saying that he put in a down payment, but it's not his house. So you cannot, put in the Wendy houses and you claim that it's yours. It was not his house.
What's going to happen?
He put in something.
Pardon me. What's going to happen to the people that live there?
No, they've left. So
there's no one at the property now?
Yeah, they've left. I told you they left. I said, hey, you must leave here. They're trespassing. No one is there. They've left.
You are 100% sure there's no one there?
Yes, they've left. Telubo. They've left.
Let's talk about the other houses.
What happens that on the first operation, I actually gave them 7 days to pack up, because it's trespassing. You can't have a situation here where people are going on vacation, they come in there, and you claim that you're going to have alternative accommodation. I told them, giving them 7 days, because I know that I feel that pain because it's going to be my house. And then I found that there are people in my yard. I said, and then the owner was there. I said, do you know these people? He said, no, they don't know. And I told him that 7 days, that they must get out of there. And majority of the people were actually undocumented foreigners. Malawans, things. I said, tell them that Home Affairs is coming. You better pack up. But you know, at that time, that's why I was so stressed, because Home Affairs was nowhere to be found. Now, but I'm glad that they made contact. They made contact anyway, so they want to meet up with us as a JMPD in the next week. I'm welcoming that. So I was very stressed because majority of the people were undocumented foreigners.
The city manager speaks about 17 houses. Is it really just 17, or could there be more other properties? And do you think there's a syndicate involved here?
The ones that I've indicated to him that I've been getting from the tip-offs, they are about 17 or so, but these tip-offs, they keep on coming in. More and more people are coming out detecting these checkers 60-something, those bikes that, you know, those delivery bikes that are coming in numbers in someone's yard. So they could be, we got a tip-off in Sandhurst. We got a tip-off, obviously, you know, Houghton. Houghton, there's quite a lot of those. So what we've seen now, particular individuals, one or two individuals will get those houses, taking advantage that maybe an owner has passed on and no one now is actually handing the house, or the owner has moved overseas, and then people start occupying the place, and then someone just comes in there and says, this is my place, and all of that. So we haven't seen a pattern as yet, but the man in question who has been arrested right now, we know that he's collecting on 2 houses. Yeah. Those are the ones that we've cleaned this one. So we're going to go to the next one and clean it. But we told them as well that they had about 18 Wendy houses. And we told them that when we come back in January, everyone must have vacated and cleaned up the whole place.
All right.
So we're not joking. On those properties, I don't joke. People, they must know that I'm coming there. They must leave. They must go.
I have to wrap, but you're mentioning something that I cannot leave unchallenged. You say that these people get information, that there are people who would have died at a property, or rent is not paid, or bond is not paid, etc. It sounds to me like they're getting information from someone within the city.
Look, so individuals, what we've seen is that, you know, there's some individuals who are going around, driving around, you know, into these neighborhoods. And, you know, sometimes they suspect that there's not been any maintenance done. Grass is very high. They start to go to areas like your deeds office. They go into, I mean, in our website, you also able to check with the owners in that place. You start investigating. There are people who are very sophisticated, to be honest with you. It's not really the city. Obviously, I'm just saying that we're not ruling out any involvement of anyone into this, because also these allegations of the city officials being involved, law enforcement involved, because we're asking ourselves, is that houses in Bryanston, how can they be hijacked, but we've got law enforcement officers? Is it SABC? Is it JMPD? Is it the private security? But when it comes to us, well, when the MMC when I come in, I mean, I'm not in anyone's pocket. So I just blow the whistle that there's a house there. Then I start getting a couple of calls, but how did I do operations without an operational plan? Why am I there? You know, those nasty talks, of which we are going to speak up about them. And if those individuals, they don't stop questioning me, why am I doing work that I'm doing? I will have to tell now who are those people, because we're going to do operations everywhere. So we are stepping on other people's toes, by the way.
Okay, that sounds like a conversation we'll have next time, but thank you so much for speaking to us. Johannesburg MMC for Public Safety, that's Dr. Mgcini Tshwaku. They're speaking to us about the concern in the city of Johannesburg that is now raging around some of the houses that are getting hijacked, especially as people are going on holiday.